What's going on? Welcome to Creator Factor. If this is your first time checking out the podcast, I want to welcome you to the show. I am your host who loves you the most, Ozeal. And today we're going to talk about a topic that's in my head. I'm pointing right now into my brainberry. Something I've been thinking about for quite some time. And I've been seeing a lot of this online, and I'm seeing it with a lot of content creators, from podcasters to video content creators. In this world that we're living in, where everybody is gravitating towards AI, seems to be like a big topic, and people are in search of chasing this sense of perfection and going viral. Um, Finding creators that are just real and human, and dare I say the word authentic. I know that's an overplayed word, but authentic, we're going to say that because I feel like that word is going to be a lot more prominent moving forward. Because with AI stepping into this space, being integrated on our day-to-day lives, it's going to change a lot of things, not only as just human beings in general, but also as content creators. And it's going to affect the creator economy. And we're seeing it happening right before our eyes, and I'm watching it on social media unfold. Um, it's going to be challenging moving forward for the people that are really invested in building strong, authentic brands. And I'm seeing a lot of these copy and paste type of AI experts and coaches and creators who are just simply going on to ChatGPT or you name it, fill in the blank, and they're getting the information. A lot of it is just the input is garbage, and they're just copy and pasting it into social media, posturing as experts and posturing as like they know what they're doing. And I started seeing this more and more on my feeds. I'm not sure if you've seen it as well. And I'm like, yo, this is going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem for us. And anyways, I wanted to get behind the mic in front of the camera to share this with all of you, because I do feel like it's going to be something that it's going to be problematic. It's going to be challenging, and we're going to see like where are the creators at? Will the real creators stand up? Is basically what I'm talking about here. So let's talk about this, because I do believe that being human is going to be the new niche moving forward. And let me repeat that: being human is going to be the new niche. The problem with perfection in AI is that we're in this cycle where people are not, they're just tired of overpolished, overly branded creators producing, again, just beautiful content all the time. The jump cuts and all that other fancy stuff, B-roll, like it's becoming overdone. And now with AI, it's so easier to be able to put that content out there. And I'm seeing that there's going to be a desire moving forward of audiences that want connection over perfection. When we try to be everything to everyone, we know that we lose not only a sense of ourselves, but a sense of who we are trying to serve, right? The transformation, the people. At the end of the day, it's you on the other side of this camera. It's the other person who is listening to this, like real human beings. And I said this not too long ago. I gave a talk a couple weeks ago, and I was like, we can't lose a sense of who we're speaking to. Yes, it's just me, myself, and my microphone and my truth, and I'm looking at the camera, and there's nobody in front of me. But even that download, somebody listening to this right now, somebody on the other side watching this on YouTube or wherever you find it, it's a real person. It's a real person that's actually giving me the attention right now, and that can be taken for granted. And you don't want the fake. You don't want the fake real. You want the real Ozeal, right? And if I was just AI operating all this transcript, that wouldn't land with you. And again, and it's not to say that AI isn't important. I do believe it's a tool. I use it on a daily for work and just for organizing ideas and notes, and so I use it. But it's not a tool that's going to replace my thought leadership when it comes to certain things, especially podcasting and the creator economy. You can give me some ideas, but at the end of the day, it's Ozeal in my brain, the one that God gave me, that's going to be able to produce the strategy, uh, the tactics and everything, the ideas, the innovation, the creativity. All that's going to come from me, and it has to come from you. Okay. So I just want to make sure that you don't lose a sense of your uniqueness, your value, your story, your quirks. You are the niche, period. Okay. Now let me go ahead and break down as far as like what really being human really means, because you could be like, oh, what does it mean that just be imperfect and do all the quirkiness and just and land with everybody? No. Let me break it down. It doesn't mean that you have to overshare or dump all your problems and be like, it's just me. I'm just gonna just share all my problems because this is who I am, and people want that. No, I'm not. There's some curation, or curation. Hello, say the word. See, that's imperfection. I'm not gonna edit that. Uh, Curation, um, and it's about, again, just showing your real perspective, your real flaws, your real voice, right? And just understanding that there's things that you're gonna filter out, but you don't have to overshare or just put everything out on the internet. That's what I'm saying. But being okay with just imperfections, the ahs, the pauses, the emotions, all of that makes you relatable. And especially for my podcast creators specifically, and for people who are building a brand on YouTube, your voice is your brand. And it's important now more than ever to use it honestly, like really tap into who you are and just vibe with that and share that with the world. No copy and pasting, just be you. And that's what I'm advocating for. How can you bring more humanity into your content creation? And as I mentioned, it's understanding that you are talking to one person, not an audience. One of the best tips that I got from a mentor of mine is, he said, Ozeal, anytime you're turning on the mic and speaking into doing a podcast episode, or you're doing like a solo monologue in front of a camera, he's like, you look at that person and you treat it like it's a friend, like it's just a conversation that I'm having with a friend. It's challenging because of the energy, and I get it. It's just like this device right in front of me, and I got to bring it. But I'm still like looking at you and being like, hey, this is how like I would vibe with you, where we're just kind of hanging out. You know, that's just, I'm talking to one person. I'm talking to you, my friend. And I think what's really helpful, I'm trying to get better at this, full transparency. I'm being real with you, is just getting better at sharing stories. I'm not the best storyteller. I have to admit, I have a bunch of stories. I just haven't been able to articulate and express myself through stories. Um, and that's something I'm trying to get better at. And I think that we could get better as content creators of being human by sharing stories that only we can experience, not a ChatGPT bot. Okay. I think people get caught up on all the strategies and tactics, and you just gotta work with what you got. Um, so tapping into those stories is super important to being human. And another thing that I'm also trying to get better at is, not being afraid to tap into what's real, talking about the challenges and the doubts and the lessons that I've learned as a content creator, as an entrepreneur, all the hardships it's been building up businesses and failing and getting comfortable with learning the process of being a content creator. I feel like I'm far from it. There's still some imposter syndrome that sneaks in every now and then, where I'm like, man, am I? And it's like, so and so's crushing it, so and so's crushing it. I feel like I have all the talent, but I don't have all the downloads or the audience that I have, that I feel like I should have. There's just all these emotions, right? And there's a little bit of ego in there too. I'm just being real with you. You gotta quiet that, right? You gotta quiet that. You gotta make sure that I'm always aware of like my weaknesses, and figuring out how can I make that a strength? How can I get better at this? So I think there's something also human about skipping the script when possible, like just crushing it, just like, okay, I'm done with it, and just vibe with it. Um, again, tactics, what experts will tell you, oh, you got to get them within the 8-minute window and the 12-minute, trying to make it fast and 60. There's all these type of curated tactical things that you'll hear from experts. And I think now you got to get to a point to where you're just sharing who you are. So sometimes you just got to like get that script and just be like, peace. And that's what I'm trying to do. I have bullet points. I'm looking at bullet points now, but it's okay to have a framework, right? But still be you. Like I'm still vibing. Like I'm still kind of going off. I'm not, that's not on script. None of this is on script. So again, I think it's okay to throw away the script and just be you. I think we need more of that. And I think that's the type of content creation when I listen or watch, I'm connecting with a lot more. Just because everything is so freaking polished these days. So that's another thing that's happening. But let's talk about the real effect of, or the ripple effect of being real, is that scaling trust is going to be the new currency. Let me repeat that. Scaling trust is the new currency. And I believe that the content creators that understand this in developing a more human approach to what they do in their messaging, those are the ones that are going to win. You're going to win. You're going to win if you add more of a human element to what you do, not just an AI caption or an AI, copy or thought. It just crush that. We got to get rid of that, y'all. We got to get rid of that. Trust builds community. Trust builds community. It builds brand loyalty. And the brands, again, that get that and are not so overly AI generated or overly polished are the ones that are going to win. And I do feel like there's going to be a strong desire for people that are going to be craving for real connections, real brands with real voices. That's facts. We're going to see that. I'm seeing it now. I'm seeing a lot of people now steering away of like, this is great. I get it. But I'm looking for real people. I'm looking for a real in-person event. I'm looking for somebody who actually speaks authentically. And that's something that we're going to see more and more. And it's going to be important for not only your brand, but it's going to be important for your business. And as a content creator, it's going to be essential. It's going to be essential. Vitamin E, baby. Vitamin E, essential in order for you to succeed as a content creator. So that's it. I can go on and on and on. I feel like this could have been like a live stream. Who knows? I may be doing a live stream. If you're interested in doing a live stream, and watching me do a live stream, hit me up at the real Ozeal. I feel like I need to do more live stream just because it taps into that authentic self. There's a lot of things that I want to do moving forward, and I'm excited about this. But thank you for checking out the podcast, Creator Factor. If you're listening to this on audio, I highly encourage you to hit that follow button on Spotify. You can actually leave a comment on Spotify. So if you want to leave a comment there, and also follow on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts. And of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can go ahead and check it out on YouTube and make sure you subscribe to your boy because I want to build the YouTube channel a lot more moving forward. So that's one of my goals as a creator. All right, y'all, I got to head out. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to the newsletter as well. And y'all have a blessed day, blessed week. And I'll catch you next Wednesday for a brand new episode on Creative Factor. Peace and one love.